right.
Feel me?
I think everything's all good.
Yeah, for surely. Let's get into
All
it.
right. So,
HoodStarJay. Feel me? MoneyTeam Off The Porch podcast. You already know, doing the interview today. Feel me? Gonna get it popping for the fans. You feel me? Tell my story a little bit. Share my interests and shit, you know? Let's get started.
oh God. So, of course, I feel like most, importantly, I feel like a big question is, what's something you went through that changed you permanently?
I feel like there's a couple things. Just like homies passing away, people that I call my family, jail. Jail definitely changes you as a man. I feel like,
Could you elaborate on that?
yeah, like which part?
I would say the whole jail part.
Oh yeah, so I mean, since I was younger, just been in and out. But then when I was 13, caught a little case for some robberies and shit. 13 years old, was facing 11 years. You feel me? Just like the people that you see in there, and like the people that you meet, people that have been there before you, coming after you, you pick up a lot of game. You pick up a lot of do's and don'ts. Um, I don't know. It really just teaches you to be a man. I feel like, especially just because, like, me not having a father figure, it's like a lot of the stuff I gotta pick up from the streets. So it's like the other homies and shit that are in there, they just teach you a lot. They just put you on game, show you how to move and all the shit. So I feel like it definitely changed me. I wouldn't say too much because whether I was getting game from the other homies on the outs or in jail, it's all still the same. So it's just a different perspective, different ways to look at it, and more game. So yeah.
I fuck with that. Um, you know, I feel like, going through all that, especially at a young age, must like, done a lot, especially to the music that you make today, you know. Um, and I feel like that also leads me to my next, question. What's the real story behind you making music?
So um, like when I was way younger too, like just a lot of people around me making music, uncles, homies, brothers, just a lot of people that was just around making music. And at first, I never really rocked with the music because I didn't really know how to flow. Nobody really taught me how to write or nothing. So it was just like I would just write shit and it wasn't going. Like it was just like I didn't want to listen to my own music. So I'm just like, shit, it must not be for me. But then it got to a point where after I went to jail and I'm in my cell and shit, I'm just sitting there writing down my thoughts. I'm learning new words. You feel me? Just learning good wordplay. Just shit. Even shit being in jail. That's all. That's all you can do is work out and sit at the table and rap. At that point, so it's like you hear how everybody else is flowing and shit. Kind of just inspires you a little bit. So then, yeah, I got out. Well, I was making music in there, but like it just wasn't the best, obviously, because it's jail. But when I got out, I mean, tapped in with some of the brothers, started getting the videos and shit done. After my first video, I fell in love with it for real, because it's just like seeing yourself take that extra step to be like, all right, fuck all the other bullshit. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a lot of shit to the side and focus more on this. And just music is it's therapeutic. It just helps a lot. It's a good time waster and all the shit. You feel me? And people fuck with it. Hearing the support from fans and shit, like that shit make you feel good because going through a lot of shit I went through, you don't really get that support a lot from the streets and shit. So yeah, I mean it's definitely. I'd be lying if I said like I wasn't inspired by the fans and the support and pretty much everything. So yeah.
Nah, I hear that. And I feel like, especially you being, you know, locked up and all that, of course, a lot of the music you were probably making had a lot of pain in it, right? Especially with the different ways you be going with your tracks. Um, especially, shout out to your new album, you know, on God. I feel like, Love Me or Hate Me is, you know, really, fine piece of work. Real talk.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Um, but I feel like to clarify more to your audience and to your fans, I feel like if you could elaborate more, like what pain do you think people hear in your music without saying it directly?
Mm. Well, to be honest, like I kind of rap about like a lot of relatable shit. So it's like,
Mm,
but it's all from me though. So it's all shit I went through, but a lot of shit I went through, other people went through it in different ways. So I feel like what you're gonna feel from me, what you're gonna hear from me is not only like what I've been through, but like what everybody else has too. And I feel like that's why it's so relatable and people can connect to it. You feel me? And just, I feel like in my music, I'm very clear about like certain things that I'm talking about. And that, like, cause I have all different kinds of styles of music that I put into my music. So you could be relating to one song and just hear another and just be like, damn, that shit's crazy. I ain't went through that, but you know, salute him to what he been through. You feel me? So it's like it's just I, it's just music for everybody. Everybody. I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, oh, I'm the hardest gangster and all that shit, right? It's like I go through other shit too. You feel me? There's more than just this gang shit. Like I'm a man first. You feel me? So it's like I really got music that can relate to all different kinds of things. Like you know.
yeah, no, I completely get that, and I feel like it's good to be diverse in the music you make because there's so many ears listening nowadays, especially with Instagram, and TikTok pushing out your content. You know what I'm saying? Um, And I feel like, one of the key things you said too, right, is that you pretty much cover all genres, right? You're trying to, pretty much find, I wouldn't necessarily say you're trying to find your sound, but you're trying to find a sound that, kind of resonates with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what a lot of artists is, trying to do. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like some artists is also doing it a lot better than others, right? And
Yeah,
I feel like you're also on a good direction with all that. You know what I mean? And you know, also I want to ask you another personal question, right? And I
yeah, for
feel
sure.
like this would also help, all the other artists that's out there, in Seattle that's trying to make it big and all that. You know what I mean? Um, What's something you struggle with behind the scenes that fans do not see?
I would say there's a lot to that. One just main thing is just life. Like, for me, everything costs and shit. Everything's like, I'm older now because I spend a lot of my time like that. I could have been picking all the game up of life. You feel me? Like working and all that shit. Like I didn't get that because since a young age, like I've been in and out of jail and just doing, you feel me, just bad shit and all that shit. So me getting out and being older and kind of just expected to just hop in it, it's kind of like it's difficult. You feel me? Like I'm a two-time felon. I got investigations. I got all kinds of shit. So it's like I'm going through all that since a little nigga. So it's like that's just like a lot of people don't see that because I'm just not going. I'm not just going to post. Every day and just say everything that's going on because there's a lot of personal into it. There's a lot of stuff that involves other people that I'm like, all right, they don't need to know this part. So that being just life, everything's expensive, everything's new. There's new ways to do shit. Um, like AI and shit. Like everything's different. Like they didn't have all this back when like I was younger and shit. A lot of new shit coming out. Um, I mean, what I don't see too is like I said, I'm not the hardest gangster, so it's like I'm really a chill ass nigga. Like I'm a goofy ass nigga. Like I ain't gonna sit here and just be like, oh yeah, every day I shoot niggas and I. That's not it, bro. Like
Mm.
you feel me? Like I'm a chill ass nigga. You feel me? Like I don't try to get too much into like all the bullshit and all that when I can avoid it. You feel me?
No, I hear that. And I feel like that's also good because you're also keeping, your head clear, especially in this type of space. You need that, If your mind is cluttered with a bunch of personal shit, you know what I mean? It kind of fogs with music, you know what I'm saying? It clashes with it, especially with the creation, the creative side of it.
For sure.
But I feel like the next question that I also want to lean towards: do you think your success, changed, the way people treat you? That's in your circle.
I do. I feel like a lot of the times, like people in my circle, especially not all of them, but some of them, there's a lot of envy that goes into it. Like, uh, why is he able to do this and I can't? It's sad to say that's how people think, but it's the truth. So, um, but I'm not even gonna say it's really been like all bad affection for me. Like a lot of times, like it's support and shit from like the people in my circle, and I wouldn't know what to do without it. But yeah, like shit, new homies be everybody be trying to be cool with you. You're that cool with you, or they trying to be your op and shit just cause like just to get something out of it. But that and then just like everybody's always trying to get features and hop on songs, and it takes I have a good work ethic, so like I'm able to do it, but it's like it kind of gets tiring to a point. Not like I don't want to do it, but it's like I gotta sit there, really take the time to figure out who that artist is and all that. So it's like that. Shit, girls too. There's been a lot of times you feel me like
Yeah.
female just be like, "Oh, you don't got nothing going for you." Whoop whoop whoop. I'm not fucking with you. I could do better. Like, or females just trying to play you, but it's like when they see that you got something going, you're in a little video, you feel me? You got the little chains and shit, flexing all the money and shit, whatever. You feel me? Talking your shit. It it causes females, I don't know, they just cause them to just think completely different about you. So it's like, and that's even a struggle because it's like, all right, now I gotta really watch and pay close attention. I can't just fuck with anybody. I can't just kick it with anybody. You feel me? Because I got ties beyond the music. So it's like, are they really in it for me, or are they in it because I'm in a music video? You feel me? Like, shit, my music video at that. You feel me? Not like I'm just, you know. So
No, 100%. And I feel like, especially with, the numbers you've been getting recently, congrats on that as well. You feel me? It's also hard for a artist that's not signed and that's not backed up by any type of industry to be pushing out music and getting the numbers that you're getting. You know what I mean?
yeah, for
And
sure.
um, another thing, right? Uh, this is gonna be kind of like another personal question, right? What's the loneliest moment you've had chasing music?
Shit, I said like people not showing up. You feel me? I
Hmm.
mean, there's only so much you could do to be like, all right, I'm trying to get you onto this. You feel me? I'm connected by whoop whoop whoop. I could try to get you on this. You feel me? And then that's how broken promises are made. People don't show up because for whatever reason, and then it just like it's just lonely. It's a lonely feeling because it's like, damn, bro, we could have been doing this shit together. You could be on the time and I'm on, but feel me, you chose to go do whoop whoop whoop. which, you feel me, could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. You feel me? Whatever the situation is, but it's like no matter what, us pushing this music shit and all that, like that's a good thing no matter what. You feel me? So it's just like I would say that, and then just like how everybody looks at you, it's kind of like you really don't know who's really in it for you, who's in it for the music, or not even the music part of it to get themselves further, you know? So that too, like it just causes you not to trust a lot of people, not want to be around a lot of people, and then yeah, yeah, pretty much.
On God, you know that that was deep. I ain't gonna lie. That was deep. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like a lot of artists can also relate to that. They also have like video shoots or times where they like count on people, and most definitely people don't show up for that. Some people, they don't believe in the vision until it's a reality. You know what I mean? So the best thing I could really say for you and for anybody watching, listening, you know what I'm saying, that you should always keep pushing. Regardless of the fact that you're seeing big numbers, low numbers, you're seeing your homies fuck with you, seeing your homies don't fuck with you. Regardless, at the end of the day, right? It's all in your mental. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. That's why like a lot of people don't know this about me too. Like pretty much every night, like I be having people trying to call me and talk to me and shit. You feel me? And I'm just like, can't even do it. I'm recording. Like it's just like I'm just that far into the dedication where it's like every night I'm dropping like 2 songs. You feel me? Gonna be more albums out there. Like I got so much music because it's like I'm getting the minimum of 2 songs out a day. You feel me? So for surely.
Now I feel like this is gonna be a good question. I feel like this is gonna be a good question because you know there was a point that I remember, but either way, have you ever felt like giving up on this?
Yeah, for surely. Shit. I mean, like when I first got out and shit was cool. I was getting my little views up and shit. I got to 5K followers. You feel me? I was getting my shit up there. Shit was good in the hood. You feel me? Like all the brothers was good. You feel me? All in their little situationships. Everybody's good. You feel me? Is what it felt like. And then more towards me being more out. Like my account got deleted with all the viewers and shit. So I'm just like, that's hard to build back up. So it's like, do I even continue? Like, do I have to start from ground zero up? And then shit, like that shit, it just makes you, it just adds on to the loneliness. Shit, just adds on to the stress. Shit, politics, shit. Everybody, goes through just their own shit, and it's like when you care for people, it's like it kind of becomes your business. You feel me? Or not your business, but like your job to help handle. You feel me? Help them figure their shit out. So it just it just causes a lot of stress. Like it got to the point I was doing drugs, like no like crazy ass shit, like no fucking doped out shit, but like you feel me, like perks and shit, like it just got to that point, and it's like that's not even who I am. You feel me? Like I'm not trying to sit there looking like a fucking zombie. You feel me? So it's like, and then my better just helped me out of that. Like you feel me? My better, you feel me? My better, Kajay, my better EJ, you better. Shout out AK Marty on me, like my better Fazo, my better Shiesty, my better I, you feel me? My better Henny, you feel me? Like my better Tyree too. Shit, niggas just that consistently. You feel me? Are like, nah, bro, you gotta keep going with this shit. You're doing your shit. You feel me? We're gonna make sure we do what's good. Don't even worry about it. You feel me? Like I'm doing shit I ain't never been able to do before. Like you feel me? We just went out and got breakfast. Like just chopped it up on some normal shit. So like this shit like that, it makes you go from doing good to almost wanting to give up to then, all right, I'm doing great, but let's get greater though. You feel me? So it's like it makes you want to just not stop. And like how fast my support came back, it just shows me like who's a real supporter. You feel me? Like that's why I appreciate it so much.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, my camera about to die. So I'm gonna ask one final question that I feel like, would be like, the cherry on top, at least right now,
Mm.
Um, which is if somebody just found your music today, what should they know about you?
I think if they really listen to it, I think no judgments would be made. You feel me? I think they would, because a lot of the time with music, it's like that's kind of how it already is. Like that's just reality of it. People are gonna look at your music and decide what they feel about it. You feel me? That's just what it is. So it's like I feel like they would just learn a lot. To be honest, they really figure out. All right, he's more than just the music. He's a person. You feel me? He's all the shit. You feel me? He does X, Y, and Z.
Is that also the reason why you think people should, follow you and support the cause?
Yeah, for sure. Like you feel me? Me, and all my brothers. You feel me? You included, all the shit. You feel me? Like we're all doing our little shit to give the fans what they want, to heal ourselves. You feel me? To tell our story. Like that's just why the appreciation is just there so much. Like, because to be honest, without fans, really, like, where's your dedication gonna go to? You feel me?
It's real.
So I feel like they gonna feel how they feel about it. Some niggas ain't gonna like it, but shit, hopefully a lot of niggas do. You feel me? I make songs for, you feel me, for me, for the females, for the homies, for the parties, all the shit. You feel me? So you're gonna get a whole, like, damn, I could really vibe with this nigga. You
Yeah,
feel me? You're gonna get a whole thing going.
yeah, no, 100%. But I would say though that will conclude this short little, off
Feel
the
me?
porch money team
Off the porch,
interview.
shout out Money Team. You feel me? Hit up AK Mari, hit up Money Team, hit me up, you feel me? Hit up Kajay, hit up Better EJ, you feel me? We gonna get you right, you feel me? We doing it big. We about to be the best in Washington, possibly the world one day. You feel me? So
Shit, we're trying to be the best in Seattle first. You
you
feel
feel me?
me?
We gonna start somewhere and get everywhere. You feel me? That's around like gum on the ground. In there like swimwear. You know how
Oh God. Anyways, oh God, it was nice catching up with you. Nice, talking with you and everything. I feel like the fans most definitely, would like this, and most definitely would, like getting to know you deeper. You feel me?
for surely.
Um, on God, though, continuation to this.
You already
You
know.
know what I mean? Uh, I feel like we got to go more in depth. You know what I mean? Because we already went semi in depth. Now we got to go in depth. You know what I mean? But anyways, real deal, real spill. Feel me? That concludes Money Team Off the Porch.
Oh man. Money
EP1.
Team.
Feel me?
Let's start 206 on Instagram, all that. Seattle, where you at?
Follow up Money Team Washington on Instagram as well. Make sure you follow that up. Make sure you know what I'm saying. Show some love there. Feel
For
me?
surely. For surely. For surely.
Money Team out.